know I didn't sign in.
Well, you're signed in. I didn't. I just figured you just wanted to do the prayer. But please, you have the floor. You can go right to the podium.
Just quickly, I wanted on two different, both as a individual of Connellsville and as a pastor. First, as a pastor, I want to thank our mayor, Lincoln, and his wife for coming to our Thursday. We have a basketball. 2 years ago, we started a basketball outreach to the kids of Connellsville. I think 12 and up, or maybe 13 and up, to give them a place to come off the streets and play basketball, get some food to eat, and just give them a safe place and a secure place for a couple hours. From when we started with no idea how it would go, we have grown sometimes as many as 40 kids who come, and it takes all of our church people involved. And so a couple weeks ago, our mayor and his beautiful wife came and brought hot dogs and sauerkraut and other items for the kids, and it meant a lot. It meant a lot to us as a church. We're right on the edge. Calvary Assembly of God is the edge, from what I understand. Woodlawn Avenue is the divine line. So we're like last place out, first place in. And but of course, God has placed us there because we're right above Gibson Terrace. So a lot of those kids we get not only on Thursday, but we also run about 35 kids on Wednesday night. Much younger kids that are out running the streets. I mean, I'm talking young, very young kids, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Parents, some of them don't even know, just don't know who their fathers are. And anyhow, our point is we want to provide a safe harbor, a lighthouse, a beacon. And so it's been a joy. And I just want to thank our mayor. Also, I've been in conversation with Vern, the city administrator, about there's been a lot done about signage downtown. So we've taken upon ourselves to improve the signage at our church. We want to put different signs out to direct people to our church, and also at the church itself. And Vern has been a huge help. One of our signs on Arch Avenue there for a while had a tree grown over it. It's kind of hard for people to find us because they passed the sign. And so we have worked very hard to be a good addition along with many other churches. It's not just us. And I just wanted to thank the mayor and Vern, and I think for any one of you that are here today. I serve on a board with the solicitor and also with Maryland for the community ministries. And so just as a part of the Calvary Assembly of God, it means a lot. There's been some little negative, but I think Lord, instead of making it negative, the mayor turned it into something positive.
Well, listen, I think it's awesome. That is much needed here. Those programs are much needed because, like you said, Fayette County Housing Authority is making some improvements to that property. But since I've been mayor, we've been on them because when I became mayor, there was 125 kids that lived in that housing development under the age of 18. Right. So we were trying to get playgrounds built and this and that, and keep these kids busy, because if not, they're going to be out playing on Arch Street in a busy street. So you are giving them something, which I would like to say to the community, and I said before, is that if you want to provide assistance to their program every Thursday night from 6 to 8, they accept donations of food, drink. If you want to come and be a part of it, I know that they're trying to get some officials that maybe come out and mentor the kids and talk to the kids, and if they want to play basketball with the kids, it's something that I love it. That's why I said the power of social media. It's a positive. I did not know about your program until I saw you all post about it. And of course, I want to promote everything positive, because that's something that I saw people commenting. So I think maybe you may have got some new kids to come to the program because of you publicizing it, and hopefully you'll get some food donations to keep those kids full, keep their bellies full. Because I know that when I was there, I mean they were playing. I mean it was they were having fun, and it was awesome to see that. And they're all ages, and everybody didn't look alike.
Believe me, there's not much food left. for some of those kids, honestly, because there is a hunger issue in Collinsville.
100%.
Whether people want to recognize it or not. And for some of those kids, they don't, the food is very limited.
Well, that's why.
And so we wanted to give them something. I would say for anybody calling, we are very careful. Everyone that's involved has to have a background check. Safety first. I mean, we just don't take someone
of course.
Come in off the street to get involved. They have to go through a background check. Our own people. Of course, we'd like to have, maybe some retired basketball, referees?
Yeah.
Come in and help. And a little talk, I don't know whether, we haven't got too far with it. We are always in need of some funding. So to improve the basketball backboards, we thought maybe we could have like a night where we some of the kids take on some of the city council members or people that may be younger. Even at 60.
Councilman Topper will be the captain of the team.
I'm game.
The past gentleman talked about being 62 and how that, we can be healthy at 60. I'm not saying I'm playing. Michael Jordan, he's not scared of me.
I'm definitely in on that. I'm sure
just
we
to
can
talk.
get
I thought it would be fun.
Help raise some money to improve the courts and the basketball.
But we're not. I'm not here to toot our horn at Calvary. I really am not. It may sound. I'm just here to say how thankful we are because we work with many good churches, and many other churches like Church of God up at Breckneck. They have a gym. They open, and other churches are doing VBS and other stuff. It's not. We are wanting to work because if we don't work together on all fronts, the city isn't stronger. On a personal note, I wanted to quickly, and again, this is not about tooting my own personal horn, but I was very honored this past week to pray up at the PA out at Harrisburg at the State Senate. I was invited through the office of Senator Pat Stefano because we both are Rotarians, and then through the official office of Senator Kim Ward to go and pray over the opening of the Senate. And for someone who grew up on a farm, and someone who never thought he'd be what I am today, that was like, wow, an honor. But the reason I say that again is simply say I wanted to do my best to represent many different levels, but also the city, whether I was an official ambassador or not. I live in this city. I'm going on over 15 years, and I want to do everything I can. So because you mentioned Reverend Matt Goldsberry, Calvary Assembly, but Reverend Matt Goldsberry, Calvary Assembly, Connellsville, Pennsylvania. And so that 2 minutes I had, or less than 2 minutes, believe me, I wanted to do my best to represent this city and to be a good ambassador and to say how much I'm proud and honored to do my small part to help the quality and the improvement of this city, because it does no good if we want to plan to keep people here, young or old, if we're not ourselves doing our best. So I hadn't really planned on anything. Someone mentioned it beforehand that I was there, and again, it's not about tooting my horn because, but I did get my own parking spot. I think it was the Senate chaplain, spot 31. I don't know how, but somehow the sign came loose and it's in my bed. No. I'm just kidding you. Anyhow, thank you for this time, and I realized I should have signed, but
I know you did.
I just wanted to say on 2 levels.
Thank you, seriously. Thank you for everything that you do and Calvary does. We really appreciate it.
And we at CAMA pray for you guys, whether we're here on city council meeting or not.
Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
Thanks, Pastor Matt.
Okay, now we'll go on to the treasurer's report.
You have it in your packet. I don't have anything to add to the report. The audit has begun and it is looking good. So That's
Wonderful.
good news, and we're looking forward to that. So they were here for 2 days, and they shall return.
Yes,
I'm sure-
I heard that Clayton wasn't cracking the whip, and he was calm, and
He
everything
was
was
calm.
going good.
He
So
was
he
calm.
was very happy with our reporting, and I'm very happy
Yes.
about that.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. Okay, and City Controller's report.
Mayor, City Council, as you can see, our general fund's still split up. That's just so we're not running money from one bank to the other to make sure the payroll's in there and everything until everything comes through, because there's a lot of back times that you don't know. A check might go through and we don't have it in there, so we just split it up. As you can see, PNC has $240,512.25. And Somerset has $345,651.32 for a grand total of $586,163.57. Now the recreation fund is all in Somerset, and it's at $33,933.39. And liquid fuels is at $260,315.68.
When are we going to be fully moved, everything moved to PNC?
July 15th will be the first time we use the payroll out of Somerset. We were waiting on the follow-ups with Scary and Somerset just to get all the
Awesome.
procedures in place. After that, we'll get all the ACHs transferred, so hopefully soon.
Oh, great, that's great.
Hopefully soon. But on top of that, the one number that's not there is our savings account,
Or a money market.
which is about a little over 400,000.
Awesome.
Is in a money market account.
Perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're all right.
But July 15th will be the first time we do payroll through Somerset.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That'll be definitely.
Okay, we're gonna go right on to correspondence. The Connell's Welks is having a summer kickoff celebration. And let me find my things. And I know that the Moose just had one over the weekend for the summer solstice, and I heard it went pretty well. So I just want to thank them because I didn't realize it, but they were raising money for the Connellsville Community Ministry. So I'm excited to hear how they did when they report it. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to close North Carnegie Avenue between East Crawford Avenue and Orchard Avenue from 7 a.m. June 29th, 2019 until 9 a.m. June 30th, 2019 for the Elk Summer Kickoff Celebration pending review and approval of Police Chief and Fire Chief. I assume it was there a second.
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak? Yes. Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Next we're going to do is a road closure for a Wills Road block party. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to close Wills Road from Jefferson to Kensington for their annual neighborhood block party on Friday, so July 19th, 2019 from 6 to 11, pending review and approval of Police Chief and Fire Chief. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
Last year it poured, and we still had a good time. I'm hoping for nicer weather this year, and so that all the neighborhood will be able to come up again. It was a fun time, and so I'm looking forward to it. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Is there what is the skunk issue?
Oh,
They
the
didn't
lady,
come.
yeah, she wrote a letter. She'd like it read. There's a skunk issue.
Do I have the letter?
Letter should be right here.
I'm sorry. Wait.
There you go.
Right here. Okay. It says, Dear Connellsville City Council, my name is Chantel Little. I live at 207 South Prospect Street along with my husband Tommy and our 3 children. In March, we had an issue with a skunk burrowing under our shed. We contacted the city to see if there was a trapper on retainer to take care of the rodent issue like this. We were informed that there was not. We contacted a trapper on our own. He removed the skunk and also gave us some suggestions on how we could keep skunks out of the yard in the future. He drove around our block and said that he noticed many trash cans without lids or bags not in trash cans at all. He also noticed many cats running around. I do know that some of our neighbors tend to feed these stray cats. In the few weeks that followed, there was a distinct smell of skunks that permeated throughout the neighborhood. Although the skunk had been removed and didn't return to our shed, many neighbors that I spoke with noticed this also. It was so strong at times, and shutting the windows didn't help. Recently, we have dealt with another skunk in our yard, despite the fact that we never have trash out. have closed trash cans, and never leave food out for any animals. I know that many local cities and towns have a trapper or retainer to deal with these issues. I could urge the city to do the same to help keep Collinsville smelling good and to keep the rodent population down in the city. Thank you, Chantel Little, 207 South Prospect Street, Collinsville, PA 15425. Didn't our last animal control person do that?
No.
He didn't go and get raccoons and...
No.
I swear he did.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah, he was never.
So, I mean, the one major issue clearly, and we can all drive around on Monday nights and Tuesday nights and see how many residents have their garbage bags sitting on the sidewalk, not in a garbage can, when we clearly have an ordinance that says they must have their garbage in a container. I don't know if we can, maybe Tom we can get some letters together and we can send some letters to the residents on the street to remind them of the ordinance.
Yeah, just maybe a round of.
Remind them of the ordinance, and then maybe maybe he can do a spot check. The only way that we can do spot checks is if we have to ask him to start at 8 o'clock in the morning versus 9, because I don't know the time that they collect garbage on those days to see if they're doing it. I mean, that's the first thing I think, we can at least try to get the residents to put their garbage in garbage cans and not on the curb, and maybe give them a copy of our ordinance so they're very fully aware of it, and so then if we would go back and they didn't.
Because we get these a lot. I mean, yeah, we
Listen,
get.
I get
this
skunks.
isn't.
Listen,
yeah,
we got
this is
skunks
the
on
way I
Mills
have
Road.
skunks.
Bad.
Dog got sprayed twice. I mean, it's a problem all
we have
over
skunks,
town. It's
we
not,
have skunks and
there's not
raccoons.
one
Is the two
neighborhood.
things that we have, and they're both they go foraging for food, and if they have access to garbage, they're gonna feed their families and never leave. But I don't know.
It's just one of those, people want us to leave out we can't leave out poison.
No,
we
we can't.
can't. I mean, there's nothing really we can do to address it outside of, like she said, having somebody that does that for us.
I mean, I don't know how we even.
It'd be lucrative.
I would say, yeah. I mean, it would definitely be very expensive for us, the city, to do that. I just don't know how we. I mean, I don't know if we could get someone that we'd have a number for them to call, and they would have to, they would be on their cost to. I think the game commission actually would give you traps that you could trap them. I think they do loan those out.
I think they do have a.
There's a program that they do for trapping them yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But we could probably find out about that program and maybe put on our city website for our residents to look into. But I do think the first thing we could do is the garbage can thing. To me, would be we could control the garbage issue.
Yeah.
We have an ordinance already on the books that says you have to have a garbage can for your garbage, and our landlords already know that. I mean, that's part of their landlord ordinance is they have to provide a garbage container for their rental properties too. So I mean, so I don't know how many rentals are up there or not, but we definitely, to me, I don't think that would be a costly thing to do that street. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Skunks come for a bunch of different reasons. It's not just garbage. They come for moles or
Grubs.
grubs, slugs, things like that. Where in my yard, between my neighbor Mark and myself, we were overrun with ground moles.
Yeah.
I get them too.
And the only thing we could do was poison them, because I told him, skunks are going to be here. And sure enough, we got skunks, we got raccoons. There's one up above the light on the side of my house. So that's about all you can do. If there's food, yep, they'll come get it. That's for sure. Whether it's natural or whether it's ours. So.
I mean, I would just say, definitely short term, just keep your number of the guy. I have a guy on my phone that I call if we get an issue.
He says he has one, so
I
maybe
know
we
the
can
number.
we can maybe post that. Maybe see if we can find out from the game commission that what their trapping program. I know they give traps. They loan them out. Definitely do that.
But there comes a point sometimes where these are animals.
Oh yeah, we're living in their room too.
I was right by his church 2 days ago in daylight and almost hit a deer. Came down off the bank. I never seen
Saw
it.
two babies.
They were being chased by two pit bulls.
Really?
I know the day. I was
Yeah.
there. Two pit bulls brought up the school property down below us. We get there, but two pit bulls chased it out. I know exactly
Yeah.
when you were there.
So,
maybe,
but
I don't know. Maybe you can.
Yeah, we'll just talk to him and
see what he
We'll
feels.
get a game plan on that.
Yeah. well,
Like I
couple-
said, we have an ordinance already on the books about the garbage cans. I mean, we can easily remind residents of that.
Yeah.
And
Little reminder,
go from there.
get some numbers out there, some people,
Yeah.
give them some options to call, and they can kind of.
I do thank Chantel for taking the time to write us a letter, and you know, we're going to address it the best way we can. Okay, we're going to go right into the regular agenda. We're going to approve the minutes from our May meeting. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to approve the minutes from the May 21st, 2019 City Council meeting. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Keating?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. We're going to waive the 4-day resolution rule. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to waive the 4-day resolution rule to allow for items submitted after the 4-day rule to be read at the meeting tonight. Such resolutions will be marked with an asterisk. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keating?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Okay. This one is, that's that. Chief, maybe the police department report?
Mayor and City Council, I would like to submit the monthly Police Department report for the month of May 2019. A total of $6,614.51.